Good morning, students. Today we are in the second part of our lesson about the crop production and management revision, which we are doing it. Till now we have discussed about what is crop. We have seen about on a large scale when the same plant is being grown, we call it as a crop. Then we have seen types of crops we have seen. In types of crops we have discussed about the rabi crop and kharif crop we have seen. Then we have seen about the different methods used for steps involved in the agricultural. In a step involved in agriculture, we have discussed about the preparation of soil. In preparation of soil, we have discussed about the digging of soil, tilling of soil, we have seen breaking of crumbs. For leveling we have seen. Then we have seen about the tools used for digging, tilling and breaking was about iron plough, tractor cultivator we have seen, iron leveler we have seen. The advantages of preparation of soil for us was this will be loosening the soil, which helps in aeration and penetration of roots to the crop. Useful microbes and earthworms grows better in the loosened soil. Levelers level the soil so the uniform distribution of water takes place. So these were the topics which we have discussed, and then I had given you one activity to be done at home. The activity was about how to select a good seed, because after preparation of soil we have to come for sowing the seeds. So before going for sowing, we should have to select the good quality of seeds. So for selecting the good quality of seeds, I have suggested you to do an activity in that one. So what is your observation about the activity? The observation of the activity is the seeds which are of good quality, they will be going at the bottom of the glass, which is used for sowing seeds, and the seeds which will be floating it partly, so those seeds are being eaten by the insects and they are not fit for sowing for us. So now we have selected the seeds, we have prepared our soil, we have selected the seed. So the next process comes for us is about sowing. So sowing can be done by two methods. One is about the broadcasting seeds, and second is about the mechanical method. In broadcasting seeds, we will be just scattering the seeds by the hand on the land, and then afterwards we will be covering the soil. But before we could cover the soil, if birds have been eaten these seeds, then we are at lost. We will not be getting the crops properly, as well as equal distribution of the seeds at equal level is not been done with the help of this one. So there is a problem, space between the seeds also will not be proper. And the traditional method, in that one we will be using a seed drill, where we will be having, this is a tool which you can see it in the picture, the traditional tool which we will be having a shade like a funnel, we will be having it. The seeds are filled into this funnel and they will be passed through down 2 or 3 pipes having a sharp end. These ends pricks the soil and place the seeds at the proper place. So this is one of the method which we will be having, a traditional method. Second method we will be having it about is about the seed drill. Seed drill method is also called as a mechanical method. This method is much better than the broadcasting one, wherein we will be just scattering the seeds. In this method, like we have seen about the traditional method, here also we will be in a seed drill, we will be having a funnel shaped seed bowl connecting to several tubes. There we had only, in a traditional method we will be having only 3, but in a modern method we will be having many pipes will be connected, and this seed drill is attached to a plough. As the plough makes the furrows, the seeds in the seed bowls are released through the tubes. The seeds are sown uniformly at equal distance and equal depth. This is important for us, that seeds are being sown at equal distance and equal depth. The seeds are sown uniformly, and it also ensures that seeds are covered after sowing. In this method of sowing, animals can be used to drill, or it can be pulled by the tractors also. After now, once the sowing is over, this is the second step of agriculture. The third steps comes for us is about selection of manure, because like as we know, we require nutrients. These plants also require nutrients for their proper growth. So for proper growth they also require. So every time we will not be using fertilizer. Sometimes we will be going a method like called as crop rotation. We can go for crop rotation, which also will be making the whatever nutrients is been lost before the first crop, that can be replenished by the other by planting leguminous plants or cereal crop we can take it. So this practice also will increase the nutrient in the soil. Then the benefits of this crop rotation for us will be like in a particular cereal like rabi crop or kharif, between a season the field remain without crop, but by crop rotation you can utilize the field for leguminous between rabi and kharif crop. This is there. Then the soil is not depleted of one particular type of nutrients, means one nutrient only the soil will not be used. Then leguminous plants store nitrates in their roots, as you have studied about in the next chapter also you are going to study about the nitrogen cycle. In that one we will come to know how we can be able to increase the nutrient value of the soil. These nitrates are the raw materials for proteins. This we have already discussed in class 7 when we have seen how proteins will be synthesized. Proteins will be synthesized by using the amino acids, and in amino acids we will be having nitrogen is present. So these nitrates will be coming it from the proteins will be synthesized from these nitrates. While harvesting a leguminous crop, the farmer levels the crop roots into the soil. These enrich the soil nitrates and restore the fertility of the soil and the cereal crop. So this is one method of adding fertilizer. Then we can go for intercropping or mixed or multiple cropping also can be do. Like you have seen when we are in front of our school ground, the farmer will be having every time he will be taking two crops, one of cotton and one of tur. So that is called as a intercropping. They will be using two crops at once, so that whatever nutrients is required for the soil, that can be done by using the intercropping method, by using a leguminous or a cereal crop in between the field. In mixed cropping we will be having all different types of 2 to 3 beds we will be using it in the field, and at the same time we will be using growing two or more types of crops will be grown in the same field. That is called as mixed cropping. Now after that also still it requires some of the nutrient requirements will be there. By having the method like crop rotation or intercropping or going for mixed cropping, then also some nutrients these plants are required. So those nutrients we will be adding it by using a manure and fertilizer. So what is mean by manure and fertilizers for us is the substance which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for healthy growth of a plant are called as manure and fertilizer. This will be giving the crops the minerals and nutrients needed for it, and this continuous growing of a crops makes the soil poor for certain nutrients. Means continuously we are using the soil for production. So for that reason some of the nutrients will be lost. So those nutrients we will be supplying it through this manure and fertilizer. Adding fertilizers will be making the soil. Farmers have to add manure to the field to replenish the soil with the nutrients. This process is called as manuring. Improper or insufficient manure results in weak plants. So sometimes they will be using manure, which you have studied about compost pit, you have studied in class 6 how it is to be done. That also we can do. We can go for green manure, or we can go for vermicomposting it, which you have studied already in class 6 how we can able to go for vermicomposting manure. So these green manure, farmyard manure, these all comes under the organic farming, wherein we will not be using any chemical method. We are just using all the organic materials to prepare it. Then the second comes about the inorganic fertilizers for us. In inorganic fertilizers we will be using chemicals. Inorganic fertilizer is nothing but we will be using the chemical fertilizer. Fertilizers are chemical substance which are rich in particular nutrient. Fertilizers are produced in factories. They are used. The use of fertilizers has helped farmers to get better yield of crop such as when paddy and maize. Here we will be having different types of fertilizers. Fertilizers such as NPK fertilizer, which is rich in nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. NPK means N stands for nitrogen, P stands for phosphorus and K stands for potassium, and it depends upon the soil how it is to be given. It will be given it in the form of ratio, that will be 15:15:15 ratio or 7:15:15 depending upon the need of the soil. The fertilizer will be given. Nitrogen mostly they will be having it from the atmospheric nitrogen we can use, but potassium and phosphorus we have to give it through the chemicals only. Fertilizers provide chemical nutrients for the plants which are either absent or not sufficient in the manure. In the manure which are not present, that they will be getting it. So excessive use of fertilizers had made the soil less fertile. Fertilizers have become a source of water pollution. So even most of the times if we are using it more fertilizer, then that will be washed away with the help of the water, and that will be contaminated the nearby supply of the water supply. That is also not best way to use more excessive fertilizer. So how much the soil is required, depending upon it only we have to use. Then the advantages of using manure. The first advantages of using manure is it increases the number of friendly microbes. As it is organic, they will be whatever microbes are present in the soil, that microbes can be able to increase, as well as it improves the texture of the soil. Using manure will be improving the texture of the soil for us. Then the organic manure is considered as better than fertilizers. Why manure is better than fertilizers? Because it enhances the water holding capacity of the water. Because when we are using manure, at the time there is no fertilizer present, as you have seen in class 6 about the compost pit and vermicomposting it. There we have used only the materials which are waste for us. So the humus which is been generated by the manure will be more. So the water holding capacity of the soil will be increased if we are using manure. Then it makes the soil porous, due to which the exchange of gases becomes easy. As it is having the capacity, water holding capacity, so it can exchange of gases can able to have. Exchange of gases means oxygen and carbon dioxide can able to be exchanged very easily at a faster rate, so plants can able to grow very faster. Other difference between the manure and fertilizer for us is this: manure will not be creating any water pollution, but excessive use of fertilizer will be leading to water pollution for us. Manure do not dissolve in water. Whatever manure we are using it, that will not be getting dissolved in water, but fertilizers will be able easily, they will be that are soluble in water. Then humus we have discussed. Specific, not they are not like manures. If we are using it, they will not be rich in specific nutrients, but fertilizers will be rich in specific nutrients for us. Then manures are made in compost pit, as no air pollutions will be there, but here in factories they have been, fertilizers are prepared in factories, so they will be leading to water pollution, and when applied on fields cause water pollution as well as agricultural runoff. So for today we will be studying it about the second part. We have studied second step, we have seen, that is sowing, and we have seen about the adding manure to the fertilizer manure and fertilizer to the crop. So today we are stopping it. The students who has not submitted the worksheets, they are getting a time till 30th of June. They have to submit the worksheets. So as fast as you can complete and submit the worksheets, please submit those worksheets, and it is compulsory for you to submit all the worksheets of science. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.